Hello, my name is Marie, and I'm going to be showing you how I use my electric drum carder. It's a drum carder we built ourselves out of recycled parts, 3D printed parts, and some new carding cloth that we bought off of Etsy. Most everything else is either recycled or built by us. So it's a pretty cool drum carder. It has adjustable speed for the liquor in, which is this part right here, and the Swift is going to be speed controlled soon once that's installed, but right now it just goes at one speed. So and this is the Swift and this is the liquor end, and you feed the wool in here or directly onto here. And today I'm going to be demonstrating with some hand combed top. So this is going to be it. This is hand combed top, and you just comb it. I don't know if you know what combing is, but I'll show you. These are combs, and they come in a pair, and this is called a 4-pitch, and that means that there's 4 little sets of teeth in there, tines, and then they're really, really sharp, and you put the locks on and you comb it off, and I'll show that in a different video. But for now, I'm going to be showing you how to comb, or how to card hand comb top. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the combing aligns all the fibers perfectly parallel to each other, and that's great for a worsted type of yarn or project. This makes the fibers kind of scrambled, but in a semi-oriented way. So this will make like a very fluffy, soft kind of yarn or project. And I have a off and on switch down here, speed control. I just step on it, and in order for me to be able to get the fiber off really easily in the end, I take and lay the fiber on top and just let it be gently. Now these are very sharp also, the tines on the drum card, and I just lay it on and just gently let the drum card pull some of the fibers onto the Swift without using the liquor. That way they are easier to get off after I'm all done drum carding. So then you just gently put the fiber on here. Now you can put it on however you like. You'll find the way that you like it. Some people cram a whole bunch of fiber in all at once. Some people say that you have to be able to read through the fibers when you are putting them on your drum carder, but I think whatever works for you and whatever result you get that you're happy with, then that works. Now the reason why they're coming up onto my little liquor end is because I'm holding the fiber back. If I didn't hold it back at all, it would go in, but this right here, this will all go up on top of here in the end, so no worries. So then I just get some more out of a little basket that's next to me and feed it on. This is very fluffy and soft. I did shake it before I'm going to put it on my drum card. And this is a one more time. This is a chain-driven drum carder, and so the liquor in and the Swift both are driven by chains. There's a very, very powerful motor underneath that is running my Swift that we got from a salvage yard, and another individual motor running my liquor in that we bought off of eBay. And there we go. The chain on this side of the drum card is an old bicycle chain and sprocket, and the chain that's on this side and sprocket are a special kind of chain that I can't remember what they're called right now, but it's not important. It's chain driven. And so then what I do is I just card along until I get what I want, and I try to apply it evenly across the Swift so that when I peel it off, my bat's got the fiber more evenly distributed across it. So if I weren't carding with combed top, I'd probably run it through the drum card like twice, but or even 3 times, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm blending, I'll just run it through the drum card until it's as blended as I want it. And sometimes I'll just throw it through once and just to kind of scramble all the fibers together in more of a semi-oriented fashion, kind of like mesh, like burlap or something of that sort, where they just kind of all stick together, but you can still draft them apart. So I will show you a bat that I carded on the drum carder with some hand-dyed fiber that I am doing. So basically it's just that, and this has, I think it says 5/8 inch tall tines, so it can hold a lot of fiber. I can squish about 4 ounces on here. It's a bit wider than the one that I made with the Ashford cloth, and we 3D printed the hubs for the Lickerin and the Swift on a 3D printer, and those are really cool. And since you're watching this, you watch YouTube, so you can also look up 3D printing and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, and I just put on as much as I want. Sometimes I'll weigh it if I want like an exact amount of fiber when I'm done carding. Like say I want just 4 ounces, period, that's it, I don't want any more. So I will weigh the fiber out before I start carding, and that way it's pretty close to the 4 ounces when I'm done. You always have a little bit less when you're done. Well, not always, maybe some people don't, but I always have a little bit less because I have a tendency to like pull back on the fiber and it gets stuck in the Lickerin, but I try not to do it too much. As you can see, I pulled on it and there it is, but it pretty much all goes up onto the Swift after a while. And so you just keep feeding along, and that's what I do. And then sometimes I'll like spread it out, and I look up here, and so I can tell that like right here there's less fiber, and right there's more fiber. So I will put more fibers where I think it needs it, and I just kind of like pull it along like that. And I can see right here it needs more fiber, so let's put it on like that. And I just keep getting these little bird's nests, is what some people call them, and I shake them out to where they're a little bit looser and fluffier, and then I just pop them in. And this is just a single color of fiber, and this is wool, sheep's wool. So see, like right there I have a lot, so drum carding away. I've only got 6 more to do. I've done a whole bunch already, and I'll see if I can pan over and show you that in the end. But basically it's just kind of however you want. Some people just do art bats, and they cram tons of things through their drum carder, and that's okay if that's what you want to do with the drum carder. With this one, it has the 90 tines per inch, and I'm not going to be putting honking things through it like I did with my 72 tine one. I have a blending board that I'll make the art bats on instead of my drum carder from now on. And normally I'm primarily an art yarn spinner. That's what I enjoy the most. So I'll just card my fibers on here to get them really nice, and then stick them on top of my blending board. And pull this off for a second. I'll show you a blending board. So this here is a blending board, and it has a cue in the back for sitting on your lap or the table. And that'll be another video. I'll show you how I use that for making art bats and things. So, but that's what I use that for now. So we, like I said, we just got done doing an upgrade on this carder, which is cool because before it was a belt pulley system, and the one motor ran both the Swift, the Liquor In and the Swift off of the same motor, and it was sort of a zigzag back and forth here. But I wanted to be able to control the speed of the Liquor In and the Swift individually. So, because whenever I'm just putting like just teased open fiber on there, the Liquor In goes much slower the first time in, and then I speed it up every time I rerun the fiber through it. So I think I'm going to be able to get all these on here. You can use a packer brush if you want to. It'll really pack the fiber down and make it really tight, and I found that when I do that, it's difficult for me to get it off. But I'll probably do it anyway because I have 4 more of these little bird's nests that I want to get into this bat. So I'm just going to show you guys this in real time. So this is just a pet grooming brush, and what you do is you just gently put it on. I'm not like cramming it down into the fiber at all, because if you do, it really packs it down and you can end up bending your tines backwards, and that's what I did with my 72 tines per inch version of this. I made this like really intense packer brush out of a little strip of the cloth that I had that was extra, and I ended up bending my teeth backwards. But so I'm more kind of gentle now. I thought, I can do that, it won't hurt it. And in the long run, after carding lots and lots of art bats and packing the fiber down in there really tight, I ended up bending the teeth backwards a little bit. Not too bad. I mean, it still worked really great, but I knew they were different because I'm the one who did it to it. So you're going to see that it's starting to get on the Swift, because that means this is filling up. So that's the bad noise. You don't want to do that. So that's when you've packed it on too tight, too much at once. So then you can fix it. I just lifted my foot off of the speed control, and there we go. See, and now it'll just pull it on and keep going. So that's one of the things that happens when you put too much fiber on at once, is depending on your kind of drum carder, this one's motor is so strong that it'll actually break the hubs at the end apart if I'm getting too aggressive and just cramming the fiber on there. But I have to be more careful though. There we go. There's a little bit right there. Put it back in here. Then you can take your little packer brush and you can just gently press it on there. Like that. Okie dokie. I don't know. We may end up making like a little mini bat or something, because that's looking pretty full. And we're getting a lot of it on Liquor In now. Just leaving it behind. Sometimes when I'm carding like a bunch of the same fiber, like I'm doing a whole fleece or something, I just let it build up on the Liquor In and not worry about it till the end. Take it all off at the end and make an art bat out of it or something. But when I pull backwards, you can see it'll stick onto there. Don't want it to go on too much. There we go. And I'm just kind of like keeping an eye on the fiber going onto the Swift and feeding it in where I think it needs to go. So I think like right here on this side, I'm gonna put a little bit more here. Try try and get it to go on right there, just in this space. You can hear the Swift actually advancing the motor faster than the Licorice wants to go. It's getting a little bit too much right there. So then you just go like this. And, you know, I enjoy the drum carding. And so now I'm just going to add it up on top exactly where I want it to go. And, you know, I get the results I want from the way that I drum card. And you hopefully will learn how you like it and just do it that way and not be worried about all the people that'll say, oh, no, 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 you can't do it that way. That's not the way it's done. Phooey. If you like it and you're getting the kind of bats out of it that you want, how can it be wrong? That's what I say. See, so what I'm doing is I'm just gently laying my hand here, and what it's doing is it's hooking in where there's still open teeth. Really, really want to get this last little piece on here. I don't know if I'm going to though. Might have to pack it one more time. Okay, so that's pretty fuzzy bat, as you can see. And you just take this and you just hold it on there. And you're gonna find that when you, ooh, that looks terrible. You're gonna find that when you pack it a little bit, then you're going to be able to get more fiber on. So when it's kind of wadding up like that, I just kind of run my little thing on here. Doppler brush, I think is what it's called. No. Anyway. So as soon as this comes back around, I'm going to get my little poker thing. Oops, a little piece of hay right there. And then see, you can just pull this. This fiber is almost too long for my drum card because the fibers actually wrap all the way around my Licorice and basically halfway around my Swift. So then, since I'm using the same fiber and it's not colored, so I'm not trying for a particular pattern, this is going to lay on here. It's going to look terrible for a few seconds. And then it's just going to pull it, just pat gently. Don't leave your hand in one position because it'll hurt. Drum carding is not for people who don't pay attention to what they're doing, especially my drum card, because it has no safeties. So just like this, then I will showing me take it off. Okay, so what you're looking for now, what I'm looking for is right here. I'm looking for this piece that's on the big drum. So then, okay, there we go. And so, you have to be very careful with this. So, because what I'm using right here is a modified antique ice pick that I just dulled a little bit. But you want to find that little space and just start pulling up on the fiber just a little bit at a time, especially since I used the little dog brush to pack it down, and this fiber is really long, so it's going to take a bit of force to get it off. And so you have to be careful because you could pull all the way through like that and then this could come back and stick you, and that'd be really bad. So you just take a little bit off at a time. It'd be really terrible if you were taking your fiber off of your drum card and stabbed yourself with this little chingadera right here. I don't know what it's called right now. So it's just, it's called an ice pick is what it's called. But you can also use like a big old knitting needle or anything really. A screwdriver. So I've seen some people use screwdrivers. Actually, flat blade screwdrivers work really well if you have like this flat bar like I do, because you can just slip it underneath there and pry, but you don't want to break your fiber apart, so you don't want to really be prying on it anyway too hard, but it does, and it's pretty strong, so you can pry on it a little bit. But like I said, you want to be careful not to stab yourself. and hurt yourself by, you know, poking yourself with these teeth, because it hurts. This drum carder's made me bleed more than once. So, anyway, haven't made any videos and posted them in a while, so I figured I would just go ahead and make one today. Whoops! I was standing on it. That's scary. Keep your foot off of the trigger. This is totally going to be unedited. I can't wait to see the comments I'm going to be getting. Oh my goodness, they're going to be hilarious. They're going to think it's like some sort of comedy carding or something. But it's a fun thing to do anyway. So we'll call it comment. There we go. So I save this little bits here at the end. I save those, and I do needle felting and I make art bats and stuff. So all the little bits are not wasted or lost or tossed or anything. I'll admit I'm a fiber hoarder, and I don't want help. I enjoy my addiction. There's worse things to be addicted to. So, there we go. Getting it there. See, I pack it on there. Like, some people are like, you can't pack that much on a carder. Yes, you can. So, there's that. Oh, I missed a little bit right here. So, I'm just going to lift up just gently, like that. And pull that off. Like that. And then what I like to do is get the fiber, the bat that I'm pulling off in this area here. And then I have a little piece of a pool noodle right here that I got at a thrift store. And I'm going to show you, hopefully. Okay, so then what I'm doing is I'm going to take the pool noodle and I'm going to slip it behind the fiber. So see, there's a little deal that I was running my ice pick across. And so then what I do is I just lay the ends on like this. Some people use like a sushi mat, a bamboo like placemat, all kinds of stuff. They use blinds. And I didn't used to do this before. I used to just try and like roll the bat off. But this tends to really, really help. So you just keep rolling and pulling the drum forward. Some drum carders have like a neutral that you can put it in and it just freewheels. Mine doesn't. I just have to roll it backwards on the motor. And there we go. One giant roll log. So then you just open this up and unroll it. And you have a beautiful, beautiful bat ready for spinning. It's big and fluffy and airy and soft. And then this is the underside. That's the part that was next to the Swift. What I do is I tuck my ends in here. And I tuck the other ends in, just kind of gathering them together. And then I like to fold them over like this. And I tie a little ribbon around them. And you have one scrumptious, fluffy bat that you can put in your shop, or you could put, give it to a friend, whatever you like. Now I'm going to get the color bats. So this is the fiber that I dyed myself, and that's how it came off of the machine. So what I did was I dyed it in 4 different colors, and then I just I ran them through my picker, and I made just this beautiful rainbow of fibers here. And then for me to spin them, I pull them apart in little strips. See, they come off. This is huge, but I'll show it to you. Oops. This is huge. So that'd be the top half, and this is the part that was against the drum card. So it's like where I'll show you. So it would be against this rubber right here. and then I spin it, and this is it. I know it looks plied already, but it's not. This is just a single ply of yarn. Let me show you for all you spinners. Get my knot out. See? Right there. Just I feed it off like that into my spinning wheel, and I spin on a Kromsky Minstrel spinning wheel, and it's made in Poland by the Kromskys. It's an amazing spinning wheel. Oh my goodness, it's double treadle, and she's lovely. Her name is Bella, and so yeah, I put just the regular flyer on her, and I could spin that. So she has also a jumbo flyer, but I primarily use that for my art yarn. So that's about it, and that's how I card hand combed fiber wool. So, well, thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.